Committee on Appropriations, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Majority Leader, Representative Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, our Deputy Speaker, Representative Bernadette B.H. Herrera-D, Vice Chair, thank you, Vice Chair Alan Reyes, Vice Chair Tyron Agabas, or Deputy Majority Leader, Representative Sarah Jane Elago, the other members on Zoom. I would like to ask COMSEC to also acknowledge our guests who are physically present here at Nograles Hall and those attending virtually via Zoom. COMSEC.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May we acknowledge the presence of our members via Zoom. Deputy Speaker Deogracias Victor Sabellano, Deputy Speaker Divine Grace Yu, Deputy Majority Leader Marlene Alonte, Deputy Minority Leader Carlos Isagani Sarate, Vice Chair Lorna Bautista Bandigan, Vice Chair Luis N. Campos Jr., Vice Chair Junicua, Vice Chair Vincent Duke Frasco, Vice Chair Ed Christopher Go, Vice Chair Sandro Gonzalez, Vice Chair Romeo Halushos, Vice Chair Jocelyn Lim Caichong, Vice Chair Francisco Bingo Matugas, Vice Chair Rudis Fariñas, Representative Marcos Barba, Representative Wilfredo Cabinero, Representative Franz Castro, Representative Sergio Dagook, Representative Abdullah Dimaporo, Representative Jocelyn Fortuno, Representative Eduardo Gullias, Representative Ann Hofer, Representative Eddie Bong Plaza, Representative Janice Salimbangon, Representative Josefina Talyado, Representative Glona Labad-Labad, Representative Joy Tambunting. May we also acknowledge, Mr. Chairman, the guests and the officials from the Office of the President physically present at the Nograles Hall, Senior Deputy Executive Secretary Michael P. Ong, Deputy Executive Secretary for Legal Affairs Ryan Alvin Acosta, Deputy Executive Secretary for General Administration MacGill Bryant Fernandez, and joining us via Zoom, we have Executive Secretary Salvador Mirgaldea, Deputy Executive Secretary for Internal Audit Alberto Bernardo, Deputy Executive Secretary for Finance and Administration Risalina Hustod. That's all, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, COMSEC. Good morning, everyone. This representation of the 2nd Congressional District of Zamboanga has been tasked by the Chairman of the Committee on Appropriation as Vice Chair of the Committee on Appropriation to handle this morning's agency or department for its budget briefing. So as we resume the budget briefing on the proposed budget of the department concerned for fiscal year 2022, we will now consider here in the Committee on Appropriation the proposed budget of the Office of the President.
Mr. Chairman, may I be recognized?
Representative Agabas, you have the
Mr.
floor.
Chairman, following the long-established tradition of extending parliamentary courtesy to a co-equal branch of government, such as the Office of the President, and in re-establishing the tradition, I move that we terminate the budget briefing of the Office of the President. So move, Mr.
I
Chairman.
second the motion.
There's a motion, duly seconded.
Objection.
Motion
Mr. Chair.
by Representative Tyron Agabas, seconded by Deputy Speaker B.H. Herrera-D and
Objection, Mr.
Representative Alan Reyes. There is an objection from Representative Elago.
Mr. Chair.
This hearing is suspended
Yes.
for 2 minutes.
Mr. Chair.
Hearing is resumed. So we have a motion made by the Honorable Tyrone Agabas, seconded by the Representative Bernadette Herrera D. And there was a objection, but the objection from the Honorable Sara Elago cannot be counted considering that she is not a member of the Committee on Appropriation. So the chair now will rule the motion as approved. And I received information from the committee secretariat that Representative Franz Castro will give a manifestation. So the chair gives the floor to Representative Franz Castro for a 2-minute manifestation. Representative Franz Castro, are you?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'm here.
Yes, please proceed, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. So I'm expressing my objection for the suspension of interpellation and deliberation of the budget of the Office of the President. With due respect po naman do sa Office of the President, so syempre nirespeto rin po naman natin, pero dapat din po natin na busisiin, tignan yung budget ng Office of the President. Especially po ako, for example po, tinitignan po natin dito yung mga budget na tingin natin ay hindi naman mahalaga o nandito sa budget ng Office of the President. Malaki po ang pangangailangan natin sa ating pagtugon sa pandemya. Malaki po yung pangangailangan natin sa education para magpatuloy ang pag-aaral ng ating mga mag-aaral. At siyempre yung pangangailangan ng ating mga teachers at iba pa pong mga sektor, mga manggagawa, etc. So napansin natin dito yung napakalaking budget na nilalaan dito sa intelligence fund na tingin naman natin, hindi naman ito opisina ng military, di ba? O opisina ng PNP para maglaan ng ganyang budget sa Office of the President. At isa pa po sa i-raise ko sana bilang presidente or chairman ng NTF-ELCAC. So ito po, 30 billion ang inilaan para sa budget ng NTF-ELCAC na hanggang ngayon ay hindi natin nakikita yung kahalagahan ng paglalagay ng ganyang kalaking budget sa NTF-ELCAC. Biro nyo po, 30 billion, halos 100% mula doon sa last year na budget. Ito po sana, Mr. Chair, yung mga mahalagang i-raise natin, i-raise namin or ng representasyong ito. Kaya, Mr. Chair, hindi na po yung tradisyon po natin na sinasabi natin na hindi na pwedeng busisiin dahil tradisyon na po natin yan. Hindi po dapat i-apply ngayon yan, Mr. Chair. Marami po tayong mga pangangailangan ngayong panahon ng pandemya na pwedeng pagkuhanan mula doon sa inilaan na budget sa Office of the President. So, yun po, Mr.
Representative Castro, please
at sana
wind
po
up your manifestation.
Yes po, I'm winding up. Sana po mapahintulutan pa rin at ma-reconsider at kung hindi po ay sa plenary po tayo magkakaroon ng deliberation. Pero gusto po natin na sana ngayon ay mabusisi para hindi na tayo magtagal sa plenary. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Representative Franz Castro. The chair would like to remind the members who would like to interpellate, considering that there is already a motion for termination and ruled upon, that they don't have to worry because we will still go in plenary session and they can do the same as such, considering this is just a budget briefing of the Committee on Appropriation. So, huwag kayong mag-alala, dadaan pa tayo sa plenaryo. So next, the chair would like to recognize the chairman of the Committee on Appropriation, the Honorable Eric Goyap.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. bilang chairman ng Committee on Appropriations, I take full responsibility dito sa nangyari ngayong araw na to. And tama naman po talaga na sa plenary, doon po lahat mabibigyan ng pagkakataon, makakapagtanong po lahat ng mga members at wala po tayong itinatago. In fact, nag-submit ang Office of the President ng kanilang mga briefing and pwede na po natin busisiin to ngayon para sa plenary, pwede po silang makapagtanong. Lahat po ng miyembro ay mabibigyan ng pagkakataon na magtanong at lahat po ay nabigyan po ng kopya ng briefer ng Office of the President. And ito lang po ang sinasabi ko ay briefing lang naman po itong committee natin. Hindi naman po talaga to yung deliberation ng plenary. So magkakaroon po talaga ng deliberation sa plenary at antayin po nila lahat po ay magiging transparent, wala po tayong itatago. And po sa mga colleagues ko, good morning po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Representative Eric Goyap. Considering that the one member of the House is physically present here, we'll just extend courtesy for her to make a 2-minute manifestation. So the chair would like to recognize and give the floor to Representative Sara Jane Elago for a 2-minute manifestation.
Mr. Chair, hindi po tayo miyembro ng Committee on Appropriations, pero bilang miyembro ng House of Representatives, tayo po ay nagparating ng ating mariin na pagtutol, no, sa hindi po natin pagbubukas ng interpelasyon sa budget briefing ng pondo ng Office of the President. Mr. Chair, this is the last budget of the OP under the Duterte administration, and there are a number of pressing issues that need to be brought, no, before the OP, the Office of the President at this budget briefing, no, from matters of overall pandemic response, the 20 billion worth of confidential and intelligence funds, the lack of transparency and accountability over violations of human rights, just to name a few, Mr. Chair. Obligasyon po natin bilang mga kinatawan na iparating ang mga concerns, ang mga panawagan ng ating mga constituents. Mr. Chair, we had the opportunity in the past years, no, to raise these significant concerns before the OP budget briefing. Why is the committee now denying this very right to the House members, especially those from the minority now? Hindi po makikita, no, sa budget briefing na ito ang mga issues at mga kasagutan sa mga pinapanawagan na SALN, na public health records, na accountability sa sobrang laki ng mga pork at intelligence funds ng Office of the President. Kaya po, Mr. Chair, no, we express, no, our dismay, our displeasure, no, of the minority na hindi po natin binuksan, no, itong espasyong ito upang mabusisi, no, sa initial ang pondo ng Office of the President at asahan niyo po, no, nadadalhin ang mga issue na ito ng minority, ng members ng kabataan, ng representation na ito mula sa kabataan sa harap ng plenaryo. So, Mr. Chair, we reserve, no, our right, no, to bring this grave matters and concerns before the plenary. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga sa lahat.
Thank you very much, Representative Sara Jane Elago. Next, the chair would like to recognize and give the floor for a 2-minute manifestation to Representative Carlos Zarate. Deputy Minority Leader Carlos Zarate.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Again, Mr. Chair, may I formally express the displeasure and vehement objection ng minority sa nangyaring proceedings ngayon. While it is true na ito ay briefing ng mga ahensya, but this is not an ordinary briefing. This is a briefing by the Office of the President at karapatan ng mga kinatawan ng mga mamamayan na maiparating, gaya ng nasabi ng aking mga kasama, na maiparating sa Office of the President ang napakaraming concerns ngayon. No? Lalo't na sa isang matinding krisis tayo na pinalala ng pandemya ng COVID at nitong mga nakaraang araw, napakaraming issues na nagsulputan na kailangang marinig natin ano ba ang posisyon ng Office of the President dito. No? Itong ipinapanukala nilang budget ngayon, Mr. Chair, sinabi nila ito ay budget sa pandemya, panlaban sa pandemya, pero nitong mga nakaraang araw sa ilang ahensya pa lamang nagpresenta ng kanilang budget in the briefings, nakita na natin, no, ang misprioritization sa budget na ito. kahit na doon sa usapin ng pambili ng bakuna nilagay sa unprogrammed fund. Paano natin malalabanan itong pandemya ng COVID kung mas pinaprioritize ng administrasyong ito sa huling pagkakataon na magpresenta ng budget, ang budget para sa pasismo, para sa pahirap, para sa pandarambong, at iba pang mga malalaking usapin. So Mr. Chair, again, we vehemently register our displeasure with the manner this proceeding is conducted today. No? Kami po ay nakita naman ninyo kahit sa panahon ng pandemya, ang minorya ay talagang nag-cooperate dito sa ating mga budget presentations, sa ating proceedings, so that we can really examine, dissect this budget for the benefit of our people and our country. So while we are deprived of this opportunity now, we assure you, Mr. Chair, that in the plenary, we will continue to bring these issues. We will continue to engage these agencies because this is our solemn duty as representatives of our people. We cannot just sit idle while our people are dying, while our people are afflicted with this grave crisis now, with this pandemic. And this is only the last opportunity of our representatives. Kung ayaw ng ibang magtanong, kami po ay nakahandang magtanong at makinig sa mga paliwanag. So, thank you, Mr. Chair, for this opportunity. Again, we strongly register our objections. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much for your manifestation, Deputy Minority Leader Carlos Zarate. Considering that we do not have any more members who would like to make a manifestation in this committee hearing, this committee hearing of the Committee on Appropriation is suspended until 1 p.m.